Okay, so, revenge, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty universal thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Like almost everyone's felt that kind of sting of being wronged at some point.
Yeah, exactly. And you said over some really interesting stuff on this,
Mm,
and we want to kind of dive into it together. Like, figure out, is revenge worth it?
right.
What is it really all about? Like power, control, justice, or something else?
Yeah. And what are the downsides, right?
Yeah, because your stuff definitely highlighted some potential pitfalls too. So let's
For sure.
begin.
Yeah. So right off the bat, it's fascinating how all your sources kind of point to this urge to reclaim something that was lost.
Right.
Like power, respect, or even just the sense of balance, like
Yeah.
when you're harmed, revenge can feel like the only way to get back to even ground.
Totally. And it's like it gives you back a sense of control, right?
Yeah.
Saying, you messed with me, now I'm going to mess with you.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's not just about hitting back, it's about showing you can influence the situation.
100%. And looking at what you sent, there's this distinction between like impulsive revenge and then the more calculated
Oh,
kind.
yeah, that's a good point.
That planning aspect really stood out to me. Like it's less about just raw emotion and more about a specific goal.
Yeah, like some sources almost make it sound strategic,
Yeah.
like maximizing the impact.
Right. It's almost like you're playing chess with someone's life.
Whoa, that's a heavy thought.
It is, right?
But your sources also warn about revenge consuming you. Like,
Yeah.
what does that actually mean in real life?
Well, think about it. If you're constantly fixated on this grievance and plotting payback,
Hmm.
that takes a ton of mental and emotional energy. It can become your whole world.
Yeah, you're just stuck in that cycle.
Right. And that initial wrong, it keeps having power over you, even as you're trying to hurt the other person.
So it's like the very act of trying to gain control through revenge actually ends up controlling you.
Yeah, the real paradox.
And then there's this thing about making revenge unforgettable or even legendary,
Right.
which sounds kind of scary, like taking things to a whole other level.
It does. And it makes you wonder, has the original reason for revenge changed? Like, is it still about justice, or has it become about needing to be seen as someone who can't be messed with?
Oh, so it's almost like revenge for the sake of reputation.
It could be. Yeah, like that desire to be seen as powerful or untouchable.
So it's less about righting a wrong and more about this image thing,
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
which kind of brings us back to that big question lurking in all your sources. Is all this really worth it?
Right, like the planning, the potential self-destruction, the quest for legendary revenge, like, is it worth the price?
And your sources leave us with this chilling thought: sleep well or don't.
Yeah, that really stuck with me.
It's like this warning about the potential consequences, both for the person seeking revenge and the one on the receiving end.
Definitely makes you think.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
So thanks for